Hey everybody, welcome to the Textile Running Talk Show. This is your host, Briston Rains, and today joining me is
Hailey Chavers.
Hailey. She's our Outlast race director, and she came on board, um, a month ago? Like officially, like started working with us a month ago, or
Yeah, beginning of August.
yeah, beginning of August. So it's been August, September. It's almost 2 months-ish, a month and a half.
Yeah,
I
like a
don't know.
month and a half.
Yeah, so. Anyway, she's on the podcast with us today. Um, Real quick, we want to dive in and kind of share some fun stories from some of the races we put on recently. One of the first races we hosted recently was the Piney Woods Night Relay, or the Piney Woods Valley Night Relay in Gilmer, and that was your first race-ish. I think that was was that your first? Like that you came with me and like you and I together?
That was the first that I like course marked for and did a lot of prep the day before
Yeah,
the race because we went to Beaverfoot.
yeah,
But I just showed up the day of.
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
That was a little bit of toil and prep went into that race.
Yeah, yeah. So Piney Woods Valley Night Relay, we pretty much there's a course already there, but it's not maintained at all, and so you and I had to go in there with you just tell the people how we had to mark that course. So how what all went into actually like cleaning that course up because I think creating trail is a lot more than what people think it is.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. So I think we started with a chainsaw and a weed eater.
yeah,
We kind of like walked together, chainsawed some of the trees down, and then there was a major storm after that
yeah,
for the first
we
route.
had cleaned it up all pretty, and then a huge storm rolls through, and just it looks
Yeah,
like we never touched it.
and then we walked in again. It looked like a completely different trail. Uh, and so then I went through with a weed eater, just literally walked the whole course and kind of weed eated on all the like weeds
How
and
many hours did you weed eat for? Do you
it was
think?
like I think it was an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Weed eating for 2 hours straight.
And I didn't know how to hold it. So my arms were sore. I could not use them
Yeah,
the rest of that day. It was because apparently you're supposed to like hang it low whenever you're walking like that and just let it dangle.
yeah.
And I was like keeping it tight using my muscles. It was horrible.
And I
Uh,
also like when we were course marking, I remember we literally had these flash flood warnings pop up on our phones, and one part of the course is in a flood zone. And so we started marking this course, and then the next thing we know, we're walking through like a 1 foot of water. Like this
yeah.
water's literally almost up to our knees.
Yeah, if you even put the flags on, you would know that.
I literally said, I said, hey, let's just come back later because it was pouring down rain and we were out there. I think I have a video on Instagram or something. It might be on our Textile on Instagram. I have a video of us out there course marking while it's pouring down rain.
Hmm.
Anyways, it was definitely
It was fun.
flooding and we were course marking and flooding water. And then it got so bad, I was like, let's just turn around.
Yeah. And then there's the backpack blower. I didn't even know those things existed. I thought they were in cartoons or something.
The backpack blower
Yeah.
clears the trail.
Yeah.
But that race was really cool because it was a pretty tight-knit, small group of people that came out, but everybody really enjoyed it, had a good time. The
Mhm.
medals were actually made. I went out there to have this is on Instagram too, but I went out there and cut up some of the wood from the trees from that property, and we used that as the finisher medal. So they took home a piece of the property with them. And since it was in outside city limits, we started everybody off with a gunshot,
Oh yeah, the gun. Yeah.
which it scared one guy. He like jumped, but
Classic. I was in track in school, so I'm used to a gun start.
yeah. Yeah, I said 3, 2, 1, go, and I shot the gun and he like jumped. And then you could hear somebody in the video be like, "Oh, it's loud." Like that. Anyways, anything crazy or interesting from your perspective for the Piney Woods night relay from what you remember?
Hmm. Ooh, out of the entire race, there was only one woman who was running it, which it was a small race.
Yeah,
But I remember looking around after Carly had left, and I was like, I'm the only girl out here.
yeah.
There's a bunch of dudes. And then there was one woman, and I got to have a cool conversation with her. It's like, you're a real one.
Yeah,
Hanging out here with the dudes. Yeah. And it went by really fast because it was a relay.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that race, it was a good race. It was fun. Everybody really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It felt really tight knit, grassroots, which I like. So the race after that though was that I put on was the Caprock Night Runs out in West Texas. That race was really interesting. So I actually was able to get permits to use a four wheeler to course mark, which was nice. It was very nice to have that. Usually we're on foot. But so I took a lot of videos. It was a very interesting weekend. But I the first morning I was out there, I went and ran my 10K for the morning. And when I was running, I ran it probably into like 40 hogs. And one of the hogs I ran into had like eight babies with it. And usually they'll attack to defend their babies, but it just kept running away and it actually left his babies behind. So, uh, so, you know, but I kept running and then I ran into this pack of like 20 or 30 hogs.
Huh.
And then that day when I was course marking, those next 2 days, I ran into two large rattlesnakes, two very big rattlesnakes. You're out in West Texas and it's dry, and so that was pretty cool running into those. And then there's this tunnel. So this race was on an old trail railroad track built in the early 1900s, but part of it goes through this really beautiful but very challenging terrain. So the railroad track's obviously flat and it slowly curves because it's a train. So they don't want to have any crazy climbs or crazy turns. So they had to be strategic with how they built the railroad. And this was built over 100 years ago. And so there's this tunnel called Clarity Tunnel that they built. And I think it's 300 feet long, but it's this tunnel that goes through this mountain in West Texas. And the runners actually ran up to the front of it and then they would turn around and run back. But this tunnel has bats in it.
Hmm.
And so as you approach this tunnel, it's pitch black in there. And if people look up online, Clarity Tunnel, they can see pictures of it. But it's pitch black. And as you approach the tunnel, you can smell the bat guano or bat poop. And whenever you get into the tunnel, you can obviously smell the poop. And on the ground, the poop looks like ash. It looks like gray ash. And I walked through the tunnel, obviously, because I wanted to check it out. And as I was walking through the tunnel, I could just hear like hundreds, if not thousands, of bats above me, somewhere up in the tunnel. Like I couldn't see them because it was so dark, but I could hear them. And it was also pitch black. It was so dark in there that my phone light, I could barely see the ground with my phone light on full brightness. So you definitely don't want to go in there with phone light. But anyways,
Yeah.
I went to the other side of the tunnel, and on the other end, it was this beautiful, like open canyon area, very scenic. Is really something special. So, anyways, that was part of the course. The race itself went really well. Everybody had a really good time. Um, there was supposed to be this storm that was going to come in between midnight and 2 a.m. So I kind of told everybody, hey, like, if you don't feel comfortable with the lightning, then turn around early. This storm's coming in midnight to 2 a.m. No one turned around early. So I guess everybody's comfortable with lightning. I don't play around with lightning personally.
Yeah.
We've canceled events because of lightning. But this one, it was like you can't cancel. Everybody's already out there. And
Yeah.
it's one loop. So it's not like it's multiple loops and you can stop everybody. It's like the race is going, it's going. You can't stop it. And people had the choice on it if they wanted to run it or not.
No one
Anyways,
got struck, right?
no,
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay.
Well, almost. So that night, midnight came, no storm. 1 a.m. came, no storm. 2 a.m. came, storm. Okay. When the storm started rolling in, the wind started picking up like 30 miles an hour. And I had packed most of the stuff down, but I was waiting on two people to finish the race. I was waiting on two people. And there was lightning all around us. And the storm started picking up. And so I'm out there trying to get the arch taken down before this rainstorm comes in. And as I'm getting this arch down, getting the generator put up, and I'm waiting on these two guys to come in, I hear right beside me. It was loud. And it was a huge lightning strike that was right beside me. I was like, "Oh crap!" So I grabbed the generator, throw it in the trailer, and then I sit in the trailer because the trailer's shelter,
Yeah.
and that's kind of our storm shelter at our races is the trailer. Tents are not safe, cars are pretty safe, and trailers are pretty safe. So I was in the trailer waiting on these guys, and they roll in like 5 minutes later, as the storm's coming in, and I give them their stuff, say good job, uh, and then we roll out from there. And then next day, picked everything up. And the interesting thing is, a lot of our aid was on a dirt road, and because it had rained, the dirt road was like super muddy, and so I couldn't take the truck out there, pick stuff up. So luckily I had a four-wheeler.
Yeah.
But I got everything cleaned up that morning, and then we headed back. It was a 7-hour drive back, and so we drove back. But that was my Cap Rock night run experience. It was a good race, lots of good efforts. A lot of people ran really good marathon times, half marathon times. I was really impressed. One guy ran like a 6:30 pace for the half marathon. Um, and this race is pretty much like if you were to go run on a gravel and dirt road, that's pretty much what this course was. It was flat.
Okay.
It wasn't like technical trail or anything. It was just like a flat road. Is pretty much what it felt like. Um, I I could go pretty fast on my four wheeler on it. So it was flat and open. So um, yeah, a lot of people. One guy came in. I was really proud of him. I think he might have even been crying. But it was the farthest distance he had ever rucked. It was like 13 miles. He's one of the last guys we were waiting on. Um, it was cool to see him finish. We had some good marathon times, good marathon battles, but yeah, that was good. So I want to talk a little bit about you coming on as a race director and these new Outlast events we're doing. They're super popular
Mm-hmm.
based on the registration numbers.
Yeah.
People are loving these Outlast events. So, um, what are tell me a little bit about kind of like how it's been being a new race director and these Outlast events, kind of like your thoughts on them. Like, I don't know, just kind of your, what are your opinions about about these races you're about to be putting on and how are you feeling about them? So,
I'm super excited. So when I first interviewed for this job, I had mentioned that the first trail race I was ever gonna do was the Death by 5K in Tyler.
yeah,
And I missed the registration for that because it's once a year and they only allow like 150 people.
yeah,
And I was really interested in doing that because I thought that was cool because I like things that have a little bit of like a unique challenge to them. And it seemed like something that was fun. It seems like something you could like get out and do with your friends. Like I was hoping to get a group of us and we just kind of like hunker down and do it together and make memories because the trauma bonding, you know. Um,
trauma bonding.
yeah, and so to get to do something like that, I think is really fun. It also allows for a lot of travel, getting to see a lot of different places. They seem to be popping up and getting real popular, so it's also exciting to know that uh, I guess there's gonna be a lot of high energy. And something I didn't mention about Piney Woods is I loved how hype, like every single person there was hype.
Yeah,
They were so into the race. It was so fun. And so I got to talk to a lot of the people there, and a lot of them are gonna be doing some of the Outlast races, which made me more
cool.
excited because I'm like, they're so hyped. Like this is gonna be so fun.
If someone's listening and they don't even know what Outlast is, you want to explain it real quick?
Yeah, so Outlast is a 5K every hour for 6 hours. Yeah, it's that simple.
To me, and I told her this, to me that sounds easy. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I can do that. But that's why we add in like prize money if you get the fastest combined 5K
Mm.
times, you know. Um, but yeah, if y'all are interested or whatever, we have a website with all the information on it. But like for me, I'd be competing to try to get the fastest 5K times. For some people, they're just competing to just go the distance, you know,
Yeah.
and completing that and finishing that challenge. So, um, you got a pretty packed calendar though. I mean, you're doing like I don't know how many Outlast events.
Starting up strong, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing them all over Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Uh, have we confirmed Pacific Northwest? Has that been confirmed yet? No, not yet. Okay, possibly Pacific Northwest, Washington, that area. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to them.
Hmm.
They're gonna be cool. They're big. I mean, they're getting a lot of signups. So lots of people are pretty interested in that format for some reason.
Yeah.
So I was surprised that whenever we came up with it, I was like, I don't know if this is going to do well or like it'll be hit or miss. But it's done very well. And yes, we've had people email us and been like, hey, can you do 12 laps in 12 hours? Like 12 5Ks in 12 hours or even 24. Um, so we're looking to do more things with it. But for this first year, we're just doing the 5K every hour for 6 hours.
Hmm.
And then eventually we can do 5K every hour for 12.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do a last person standing one too. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
You
Yeah.
just run a 5K every hour until one person's left. So
Hmm.
that'd be a lot of days. So, um, yeah, one thing that really stood out to me is when you applied to be a race director, um, just like how consistent you were. Like you emailed and I'm not going to share like how I hire people, but you emailed and I didn't answer the first time. But then you messaged me on my personal Instagram, Texala Instagram. I think you emailed me like 2 or 3 times and then I replied. You were like consistent with it though. And that's what I really liked. Um, you actually wanted to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I was looking at a bunch of accounting jobs myself. I was like, wow.
you're like, get me out of the office doing numbers. Yeah, because your degree is accounting. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. But what are you looking forward to with these events?
Mm. Um, Probably meeting people. I'm very extroverted, and something I've learned that I didn't quite know before. I was a road runner before this. For one, I'm getting really into trail running, but also trail runners are some of the coolest people ever.
Yeah.
They have the craziest stories. I mean, even the guy
Yeah.
at the Longview trail runs that I helped with, there was a dude that got bit by a snake.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of walked himself to the entrance and then was just laying there for the ambulance. And when they showed up, he was kind of like, hey,
Yeah.
like this dude is just so chill and crazy. Uh, and so, yeah, those people, they like to live life to the fullest in a very cool way. And so talking with them, it's so fun and getting to go to different places and meet people. That's
Yeah.
probably what I'm most excited about.
Cool. Yeah, you'll get to see a lot of places. You're gonna be all over. So, and one of my favorite Outlast events you're working on right now is Outlast Golf, the golf.
Hmm.
Right now, she's trying to get it to where you run 3 miles out on the beach, and then you wait there, and then you run 3 miles back. So instead of doing a mile and a half out, mile and a half back for each loop, you do 3 miles out one way, 3 miles out the other way. And if she's able to get that permitted,
Yeah,
that'd be cool. So on the beach of in
in
Texas
January.
in January.
Yeah.
So one of the big things we want to talk about is how to stay active during life's busy season. So how are we able to fit in working out, um, whether it's running, going to the gym, whatever, with the busyness of life. Right now, you're working a full-time job, you're still going to some college classes, and even when you were in college, like, what are some ways that you balanced, running with being busy?
Mhm.
Um, just, I guess, yeah, in college and life now.
I would say right now it feels like it's more difficult now, um, more due to like location of where I'm at. When I lived on campus, I felt safe running at night on campus, so I would stay up, do all of my homework, and for me, I like to wear myself out, take a shower, and go right to sleep. It helps me sleep really well.
Yeah,
So like I would do all my assignments, get everything done, and at the end of the night, I'd just walk out my door and run until I thought it was, I was done. Or I'd go to the gym and then I would just take a shower and go to sleep. So that was pretty easy. I was able to do that most nights of the week. Um, so I feel like that was an easier time of my life. I mean, maybe it was because mentally I was there. I don't know. But now I have to like plan it out ahead of time, figure out when I can, and kind of like give up doing things elsewhere because I'm not just in one location and I can't just run outside of my house at home because of where we live. And so I have to like plan things out.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a little bit trickier, but
yeah.
just working the schedule, I guess.
And if you did happen to have a treadmill, running on treadmill sucks. So,
Yeah, I tried to get a gym, and because I was like, I like to run in the evenings, but I don't want to do that by myself. But I hated the treadmill, so now I'm giving up on that.
yeah.
And I just invested in a headlamp.
Yeah,
So that's what we're doing now.
sweet. Um, yeah, I'd say for me, the only way for me to fit in my workouts because I am so busy is number one, I made a commitment to the world that I was going to run a 10K every day. So I have to, no matter what, I have to get a 10K in. So, and I'm held accountable by the internet right now. So, but anyways, so one of the ways I make sure I get my run in my workouts is one of two ways: mornings or evenings. I hate doing evenings because it takes away from work time, family time, dinner time. So I hate doing workouts in the evenings because it conflicts with just life. Evenings are very difficult to do, but I do them anyways because I have to do my 10K, whether it's 10 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. There's times where I've gone out during the summer and fit my run in on my lunch break at like 2 p.m. Terrible idea. Last time I did that, I was overheated and it took me a good hour to recover. So, um, but really, the best way to do it is by just waking up in the morning and getting it in then. Like this morning, I woke up early, got my run in, and then came here. And I love that because I can go throughout my day knowing I already got my run in and my workout in. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's very difficult when I'm traveling and staying up all night for races to then go wake up the next morning or the next few days, wake up in the morning because I'm so tired. It takes me like 2, 3 days for my body to recover from a hard work weekend. It takes a few days for me to get enough rest and sleep to recover. Because I'll set my alarm for 5, 6 a.m. after 2 days after an all night race, and my body doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
Like my alarms go off, and I don't even remember them going off. So for me, um, just after hard races where it takes my body a few days to recover, I have to do evening runs because it's just my body has to get some sleep. But usually, most of the time, majority, 90% of the time, I'm going for the mornings, getting my workouts in the morning. So that's how I fit my stuff in. Just get it done in the morning.
I've tried it.
It's so worth it. When you do it, you're glad you did it.
There's two different types of people in this world. And I am not a morning. Where waking up and thinking like it's already hard enough to get out of bed, but waking up and being like, now I gotta wake up, stretch. Because when you wake up, you're like more sore, or like your body is not as like stretching hurts way more in the morning than at
I
night.
don't even stretch.
Oh,
I just run. I just throw shoes on and run. I don't even stretch.
like I can't run if I don't stretch at least a little bit. But I got to prepare myself.
It's fun.
But yeah, thinking about it makes me just not want to get out of bed even more.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And then you do it and you feel good after you do it. But then like the rest of the day, I'm physically tired.
Yeah.
Like I'm wore out.
Well, that's why we got Red Bulls at the office. Why do you think I'm in here drinking coffee and caffeine all day?
Yeah.
It's because I woke up at 5 a.m. and ran. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But honestly, it feels seriously like waking up to go run sucks.
Hmm.
But when you're 2 miles in and you're finishing up your run and you finish it, you're so glad that you did it.
Yeah, it feels good right
Especially
after.
watching the sunrise.
Yeah, it
And
feels
you're
good
like,
right
yeah, I
after.
freaking own my day, baby. Like I got my run in. I own my day, son. That's kind of how it feels. And then whenever I don't run in the morning, I'll be like, yeah, I got the rest I needed, but then I dreadfully run in the evening, and when I get my runs done in the evening, I don't feel good after those. Like I do, but at the same time, I'm I'm tired. I worked all day, and I'm even more tired. Like it's not like, oh, I'm owning my day when I run in the evening. But when I run in the morning and the sun's coming up, and I get up at 4, 5, 6 and go run or work out or whatever, um, I just feel like I'm on top of the world. I'm just like, let's freaking go, man. I saw this one guy. He was a million. I don't even know if he's a millionaire, but he posted this thing of like how to own or how to how to get the right mindset as how to be a millionaire. He's one of those like gurus,
Mhm.
and he was like, here's how to build $1 million mindset, and it showed like 5 a.m. wake up, and then it showed like 5 to 5:30 work out, and then it was like 5:30 to 5:45 read. And then it was like, I don't know, it was very like all these different things. And I was looking at my mornings and I was like, well, when I wake up at 5 or 4 or whatever time and I work out at 5, I'm like, personally, Garrett might agree with this. To me, a 30-minute workout's not enough.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes in the gym one day or 30 minutes running, like to me, that's not enough. So when he was sharing that, I was like, dude, I was like, that's barely even a workout.
Unless you're doing
Um,
like a hit or something like that. Like,
yeah, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, but anyways, like so my typical day usually, which it's been a little off track with these races, but like my typical day, I'll wake up at about 4:30. I'll leave the house about 4:40. I'll show up, work out with some guys from 5 to 6. I'll run from 6 to 7. I'll get back and eat breakfast, get ready for work from 7 to 8, get to work at 8:30, grind all day, get home 5 or 6 or maybe even 7, and then eat dinner and hang out with family.
Well,
It's typical. That's on a perfect day though. Like today, um, today was my typical Wednesday. Wake up around 6-ish, go run, eat breakfast, come here, go to youth at church after.
yep. That's what
So,
I'll be doing.
anyways,
I like to run right before youth.
yeah,
Doesn't actually really give me any benefit. I'm actually
it's too
wore out.
hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I gotta physically, then I gotta stay hyped for them kids. But you know what?
So we got this thing Carly wrote up called the gear guessing game where we have to describe a piece of running gear or a running hack, and you can't name it, but you have to describe it, and the other person has to guess.
Okay.
So we got this, and I guess I'll go first. I got this cup here. I guess I'll go first, and I'm just gonna describe it, and you're gonna have to guess what it is, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. This is something that is pretty much at like if you run a road marathon or a 5K, like you're gonna see these at aid stations, and everybody eats them. They're in little packs.
Wait. Cliff bars?
No,
Hold on.
it's not even really eating. You're kind of just swallowing it.
Is it gel?
Yes, gel.
Okay.
Yeah, gel packs. See? All right, that's how we do it. So, your turn. There you go.
Okay.
Let's see.
I feel like okay. Okay, what would you call all of us who work for Texas Outlaw? You would call us your what?
Employees,
No, more like
coworkers,
friendly, more like
peers, runners.
you're okay. Um, another this is like similar to volunteers, but it's like I guess another way, unless I'm reading this word wrong.
Oh, race crew.
Yeah, it's crew.
Crew. Okay.
Your crew.
Your crew. Okay. All right. Did you do cross country in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's this workout to where you're running for like 20, 30, 40 minutes straight. But during this workout, you're speeding up and slowing down, and you're speeding up and slowing down. It's like a super common cross country workout.
Okay, I definitely didn't. Is it like a tempo run?
Kinda. It's like you'll speed up for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you'll run easy for 2 or 3 minutes. Or something. It doesn't have to be 2 or 3 minutes, but
Yeah,
it's like a speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down.
I either called them tempo runs or speed workouts.
It's I you have to get it. So what's the word? What's the word when someone lets gas out of their butt?
Oh, it's a fartlek.
Yes, fart
Okay,
leg.
okay.
Okay. All right. I was gonna have you say fart and then somehow say let, but yeah, fart leg.
I've seen that. I haven't like used that lingo, but I've seen what that is.
Okay, yeah. Fart leg.
That's literally that's just time, isn't it? Or it's like sometimes you just go like I've heard it where it's like you look at a pole and you go, I'm gonna sprint to that, and then I'll go slow. It gets very like almost like casual.
Yeah.
I'm used to like planned speed workouts.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Fart legs.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of what the rules are for this game. Uh, it's something that a runner would carry when they're, well, really hikers or runners, you carry when you need to keep other things with you.
Running vest?
It might not specifically be for runners. It's not exclusively a runner thing, which is a little bit shocking.
Does it hold stuff?
Yeah.
Like
Put it around your hips.
like a running pack?
Something.
Fanny pack?
Fanny pack.
Fanny pack. Okay. I don't know many runners that wear fanny packs.
I don't even
Who put this together? I'm just kidding. All right, so this is something this is something we sell at our events, okay? It's an accessory people can purchase. They wear it on their heads.
hat.
What kind of hat?
Running hat.
Correct. All right,
Okay.
we're almost done. We're on the last few.
Okay, this is a decent one. I don't want to give anything that's too obvious. Let me see if I can make this. Uh, this is something that is real big in like the running community, like especially with like influencers and people kind of use it to like it's common where someone will put something on like an Instagram story or post something where to show what they did.
Let's travel post.
Kinda, but it's like something that you wear.
A running watch?
Yeah, it's a GPS watch.
Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. So this is something people wear when they are running a race and it helps keep track of their time and who they are.
A bib? Wait, keep track of time
Yeah,
in here.
bib's correct, but there's a second word after it.
Bib tag?
Nope. There's a second word
Bib
at.
number?
Yes, bib number. Okay, cool. There we go. All right. Well, we did it. Good job. We survived. Um, Well, that's pretty much all. So, thank y'all for listening to this episode of the Textile Run Talk Show. The way you can support us is simply just by leaving a good review on the podcast and then sharing it with a friend. We try to get these out Monday every week. We did get a little behind just because of the busyness of life, business, and family. Um, because, as many of you know, we have a 1 year old and she likes to talk during our podcast and we don't have anybody to watch her. So we were trying to navigate that for a couple weeks, but now we figured out we can just have other people on the podcast. So we might have, we're for sure gonna have Hailey back on. Garrett's behind the camera. We'll get him on sometime, and then we got Skylar who does our medals. She'll be on board sometime too. So, but yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you share this podcast and leave a good review. That's the best way to support us, and we'll see y'all next Monday at the Textile Running Talk Show. See you. Easy peasy, huh?